Hey, welcome everyone to the Festive Tech Calendar 2025. I put together this for our intro. Make sure I share my screen with you all. Let's get started here.
Welcome to what? This is the festive tech holiday presentation. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong meeting. Let me make a couple quick adjustments. Welcome everybody to my festive tech calendar 2021 presentation. What? The background isn't moving? Well, how do I fix that? It's supposed to be snowing. I'm more familiar with heat and fire than snow. How do I make it snow? Go to the next slide. Oh, thank you. Welcome everyone to the Festive Tech Calendar 2021.
25.
My name is Sam, and I have appeared in several movies under the name Jigsaw. And in the movies called Saw, which is my name with the M upside down. Today, we will look at different ways for you to use your superpowers in applications like Microsoft PowerPoint, as well as Microsoft Teams. Please join me December 7th for the entire presentation, where we show you things like how to make yourself festive, how to make it snow in the background of your slides, how to include video in your presentation, and how to be able to write or draw directly into your presentation. Join me for the Festive Tech Calendar presentation on December 7th, which is a Tuesday. I hope to see you there.
This year, the 7th is a Sunday, so we are posting this on Sunday instead of Tuesday in 2021. So today's topic is Windows 11, which was probably out in 2021, but was not necessarily the operating system I was using. Windows Recall is now a preview feature in the latest builds of Windows 11. And what Recall allows you to do, it's turned off by default, so you have to turn it on. It allows you to search not only your browser history, but the applications that you use every day, day in, day out on that computer. So for instance, in this computer, I have several PowerPoints that I've worked on. So I can search for the word PowerPoint. I could search for something within the PowerPoint, like the word control, CTRL. And I can find all sorts of different places where that word has appeared. If I search for something like McDonald's, I can find places where I have McDonald's in history from LinkedIn, from a web app, from SharePoint, from PowerPoint. And I can also search for things like Excel as an application, and I can see that I have some application examples here as well. And then from that, I can also go out to the app itself to take a look. And I can also right click on, I believe it's over here to the right, delete all from Excel or delete the snapshots. So these snapshots are happening automatically, almost like the in-browser history that builds over time. So when you use your browser, you're probably all familiar with the ability to say, hey, where was that website that I was, last or a week ago? And recall works in similar ways, but across all of the applications on your computer. However, recall, just like your browser, has an in-private equivalent. And that is the ability to pause recall. So it's not taking these screenshots or snapshots periodically when you're using the apps. So I can pause till tomorrow, and I can also go into my recall settings to make adjustments. It's turned off by default. We've already talked about that. But recall allows me to go ahead and do things that would allow me to adjust the behavior of it. I can delete all the snapshots. By default, it filters sensitive information. So it's looking for things like passwords, credit cards, and other sensitive information. And it is not capturing that information. And then I can also filter apps or websites. So for instance, I am a Microsoft MVP, Most Valuable Professional. The MVP website is mvp.microsoft.com. If I add that website and it confirms either my facial recognition or my PIN to confirm it's me on the computer, now there's a website added. If I use Excel a lot, and I realize the things I'm doing in Excel are highly sensitive, maybe they're spreadsheets and budgeting and upcoming information that's not to be disclosed, I can make sure that that app has been added and is no longer capturing Excel or mvp.microsoft.com website results, besides the sensitive information that it's already set to filter. By default, it keeps 90 days worth of snapshots and allocates 150 gigabytes for the snapshots on my system. So I've also played around with having multiple monitors open on my computer. And I don't remember if I've got any of those screenshots. So one thing that I could do is try to search on my computer. I know this is the computer I did that on because I had OBS Studio and I was playing around with OBS Studio to capture the 3 screens. So if I go into the recall application and I search for OBS, you'll notice that I've got some of those OBS screenshots here from the studio where it shows the 3 monitor setup that I had previously. So instead of being stuck with where I am today, where I only have 1 monitor, because I took some screenshots or Recall took some screenshots for me automatically, and I know I was using OBS to capture those screenshots. Now I have those screenshots at my disposal. And it can take me out to OBS. I believe OBS by default saves its videos under your documents folder. Or maybe videos. Here we go. It's under videos. So here's the 2 videos that I created with the 3 screens.
Okay, folks, we're going to try this and see if it works. We've got 3 monitors here. We can see on, looks like monitor 2, I've got the software to take a look at where the monitors are. So if I go to display and apply.
See, I have 1, 2, 3 in the upper right.
All 3 monitors are identified, 1, 2, and 3. And I've used different backgrounds for each to make it easier to pay attention to which one is which. So basically with backgrounds, whether they're custom or photographs, you can right click on them and select different monitors for the backgrounds. That way.
So what Recall can do in this case, instead of aggregating all 3 monitors into one Recall snapshot or image, it's taking the snapshots independently. So for instance, if I had Excel, which we just told do not capture Excel windows, on monitor 3 down here on the right, Excel and monitor 3 would not be captured because of the fact that I told it not to capture Excel. If on my main monitor, it looks like I have Excel on it, that would not be captured either by Recall. This is OBS, which is a separate program, and then the videos that I capture or the information that I have open is subject to open broadcaster software and my use of the 3 monitors that I have. So that's a bit about how to use Recall to find information. It's like your best friend from a standpoint of remembering what happened and when. You can see that I set up this Recall computer back in late November. So I have snapshots back when I downloaded the OBS software, when I set up Excel and PowerPoint next to each other, when I set up the display captures in OBS, and then when I set up the different snapshots of the things that were happening. I've got a snapshot here of StreamYard, of that system display, and we can see the snapshot is just the PowerPoint and the system display here. But then here's that main monitor that was in those screenshots. And then somewhere here, there's my, I think, 3rd monitor that I showed. So you can see the snapshots are only what's on one screen at a time, not the combination of all 3. I was playing solitaire at one point, was playing around with some PowerPoint templates, opened Microsoft Clipchamp to do some work. So if Clipchamp was an application that I realized, hey, I'm going to be working on some confidential videos, I could delete the snapshots from any Microsoft Clipchamp screenshots. And then I can also, I believe here, where is it? There was a place to add, maybe they've moved it. There was a place to actually add Clipchamp so that it's not being captured. There it is, add after you delete the snapshots. So if Clipchamp was something that I was going to be using in the future for confidential videos, I can just add it so that Excel and Clipchamp are no longer captured as video, pictures within Recall. And then today, as I thought about putting together all of the work that I had done for this year's festive tech calendar, I was playing around with the automatic video playback that you're supposed to be able to set up. And one thing that I noticed was that PowerPoint was doing a really good job of not saving my automatic replay of my videos. So I can show that to you here. It says when clicked on, so I have to do what I did in this recording for Teams, and that is click on the video while it's ready to play, because when I set it to automatic, and then I go to the next slide, and I come back to this one, that should have held the automatic playback. You can see it's back to when clicked on. So I haven't been able to troubleshoot why this is. I get why it might be a problem here because I have a video in the background that I want to play automatically. And I also have a video here that I want to play automatically. I had this working previously because I posted a video where the 4 squares of the Teams window were all moving video, and I just did that, accomplished that by highlighting each of the 4 squares and making sure that they played automatically. So they played together when you were in the PowerPoint app. And then what I did to export that video is you can go up to the File menu, Export, and you can create a video, and it uses either the timing that's already in the slides, or you can set up the timing between slides here, 5 seconds, whatever you want. So that's a little bit about the workflow that I used for creating this year's festive tech calendar.
Oh, thank you. Which is my name with the M upside down.
You can see we did that. And then here was my recording of setting up Recall in the first place. A Christmas gang message was my Meta glasses giving me a message. They're giving me another one. Charity is on her way, I bet. Yep, she is on her way. So you tell Meta to pause. So the team's information in Recall. We bring back up our Recall window here. Go to our home, go to Teams. We can see the Teams windows that I was in, the meetings that I was in, setting up my headphones, and all sorts of different information related to setting that up. So every year since 2021, I believe I have participated in the Festive Tech Calendar. We can go find that by typing in Festive Tech Calendar 2025. There's a Copilot overview of the Festive Tech Calendar 2025. There's the website for it. There's the Sessionize where I signed up to be a speaker or a presenter, a participant. There's the YouTube channel. And then Gregor has made an announcement about the opening day for the Festive Tech Calendar, all sorts of other results related to it, including the speakers page. This page, if we scroll down to, we have to go to speakers first. There we go. You can see all the different speakers this year. Several I know, several I have yet to meet. So it's just a wonderful opportunity to participate, get to know others in the community, watch on YouTube, and just build collaboration opportunities and the people that you know in the tech community. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. And I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording. Looks like we've hit the 20-minute mark. Thanks everybody for attending and watching my video.